What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for Married to Medicine. You guys, sorry this video is late. I needed a break yesterday because I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it yesterday, which was Monday, but I needed a little bit of a break, so we're here today. This is season 11, episode 5. The episode is titled "Blow Up on the Ranch," guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop checking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this episode of Married to Medicine, you guys. Shall we? So this episode, you guys, it picks up where we ended with the girls getting ready for the photo shoot. I do have one question. Dr. Contessa, what the hell was this outfit that you had on? I hated that outfit. Same with you, Letitia. I hated your outfit too. The thing with Letitia is, you guys know I've said this plenty of times with Letitia, I don't dislike Letitia like a lot of people do. I think she can be a little bit annoying, but she ain't that bad to me. The thing with Letitia is I want her to dress her age, right? Because Letitia dresses kind of matronly. She dresses like an old lady. Even in her interviews, it's even like with the hair, it gives old lady vibes. And you a young lady. But neither here nor there, right? So Toya, y'all remember, Toya is the creative director. Bossy as hell with the ladies, right? So then we see as Toya has this Beyonce impersonator come up, and looking at her, you can be okay. You look at him like, okay, girl, I can kind of see the Beyonce in you. I can kind of see the Beyonce in you. But the way that the ladies were talking, like you would, if you put her and Beyonce side by side, you'd be asking which one is the real Beyonce. She does give Beyonce, but not to the extent that the ladies were, saying, right? And she's very pretty, by the way. Now, I will say that the photos that the ladies did, they did look nice. They turned out real good, right? Now, Toya, you know you were messy as hell by putting together Dr. Heavenly and Letitia. You know these two don't see each other. They don't get along with each other. And so you know you was being messy boots putting them together. But I will say, though, the photo that they did, they looked really good. They looked really good in that photo that they did with each other. Oh, no ma'am, no sir, not today, not putting them on. But I will say that they look really good in that photo. So we move back to Atlanta. So we see Cecil. So Cecil is with the boys and he's teaching them how to cook. I was like, you need to be teaching them how to clean too. Teaching them how to clean up that apartment as well as cooking. You know, it's so interesting when I think about like me growing up, because I grew up watching my grandmother and my mom in the kitchen. So I knew my way around the kitchen. Everything that I know how to do, I taught myself because I watched them. Like, I knew nobody was going to wash my clothes for me when I got older. I knew nobody was going to, iron my clothes for me. I know nobody was gonna cook for me unless I eventually get married, which at this current point in my life, it ain't happening, right? So I knew I needed to teach especially when I was getting ready to go to college, like I knew I needed to teach myself this stuff. I was like, okay. But I learned how to cook. I knew how to cook when I was a young teenager, like when I was in middle school, actually. I started cooking when I was in middle school because my mom worked a job. And so my grandmother would come over and spend the night with me, and she would cook, but then I would also cook with her. So I've known how to cook for a long time. Ironing clothes, I knew how to iron my clothes. I've been knowing how to iron my clothes since before middle school. I want to say I started ironing my clothes back when I was like in the 5th grade. I knew how to use the iron, and then washing, I've been washing my clothes for a long time as well. So those are things that I, just innately knew. But it is what it is. We see Dr. Damon Daddy. So he's out shopping with Zach and Alora, and they're shopping for their apartments. I actually did see that Zach got his white coat. He's from dental school. So congratulations to Zach. Yeah, can I ask this question? And it's gonna come off a little shady. I know Belle left it in the comments that because I asked previously, do Zach give y'all a vibe? Y'all, do Zach give y'all a gay vibe? I'm just asking a question. Maybe it's just me, but I know one thing about them, the Kimes men. Their monotone is hell. Well, buddy, you guys are getting ready to go to college, and Alora, you're getting ready to leave. My business with y'all, the camera cut off. But yeah, with Dr. Damon, he's talking to Alora and to Zach. You're getting ready to go to live by yourself, and you're getting ready to move, and don't let your job consume you. I enjoy what I do. And then Zach told Dr. Damon that he wants to be like him, and Dr. Damon broke down crying, and I was like, oh, that was really sweet. Then we get Dr. Eugene. He's with his boys, and they shaded the hell out of him with that cologne talk, right? So they're making colognes with each other. Then we bring it back, but go back over there with Cecil and his boys, and they were talking about that cleaning bill. Either you clean up your shit yourself, you ain't got to worry about people coming. Because here's the thing, like I said in the previous video, if I were to see, you guys know my mom is deceased, but if my mom was living today and she came into my apartment, if there's anything that she would do, it would be my dishes. Like, cause she and I are different when it came to dishes, right? She and I differ. She is somebody that when she cooks, she's cleaning, right? That is not me. That has never been me. That will probably never be me in my life, right? That was my mama, because she always used to say to me, you cook and you put it in the sink and then you get to it later. Why don't you just, and I have cousins who say the same thing to me. Why don't you just wash it, like when you cooking, why don't you wash your dishes while you cooking? I'm like, I don't do that, because here's the thing. When I'm cooking, I'm hungry, I'm ready to eat. And so I'm gonna clean this, I'm gonna eat my food. And then when I eat my food, I'm gonna go in the kitchen, bust the suds, and then be done with it, right? And it's so interesting because I had a friend when I was first moved to Dallas, and I was telling them how I wash my dishes by hand. They were like, you don't use your dishwasher? I said, absolutely not. I do not use a dishwasher. I've said I'm country as hell. I ain't never had a dishwasher until I moved to Dallas and got my apartment, because my grandmother's house is an older house. So my grandmother's house was built before the dishwashers became a thing. The houses that my mom and I lived in, they were built before dishwashers became a thing. So I didn't use a dishwasher until I moved to Dallas, and I still very rarely use my dishwasher. I wash, and people still be like, really? I be like, I wash my dishes by hand and then I throw them in a dishwasher. They're like, and I know people say I just throw it in the dishwasher. I'm like, yeah, and it also doesn't automatically clean everything when you throw it in the dishwasher. But hey, I'm not judging nobody. But yeah, you guys, that was it. So then we moved back over to the ladies, right? They're getting ready for dinner. Dr. Simone, what the hell was this outfit that you had on? It was horrible. Then Toya's talking about Letitia and Heavenly are dressed alike. And I was thinking to myself, Toya, was this supposed to be a compliment or a shade towards them? Because you can take it either way. You can take it as a compliment that they probably have more things in common than they have differences. You can take it that way. But then you can also take it away, like if you Letitia, are you telling me I dress like an older lady? Which you do. So yeah, you can take it many different ways. Me personally, I probably would have took it the shady way, just keeping it real with you guys. But yeah, that's So yeah, they did that. So then they go sit down for actually no, before they sat down, Miss Chalet, Miss Chalet, Miss Chalet, because it kept, it honestly sounded like they were saying Miss Chalet, like the singer. It kind of sounded like they were saying that, but but it said Miss Chalet on the screen. So she was talking to the ladies basically about forgiveness. I was like, one thing this group are gonna do, they gonna give out some apologies, Heavenly included, because she was like, she don't know who they're talking about. Girl, you're included in this. And even Toya said it. Some of us give out apologies, and it's only for us, not for the other person. And then they showed when Jackie apologized to Quad and gave her a blank check to fill in, that apology would have been accepted. Because I would have asked you, how many zeros can I put on here? How many zeros can I put on this check? Because that's exactly what I would ask. Because, girl, do you want me to bankrupt you? Is this check gonna bounce? Because I'm gonna put a good hefty amount on it. I'm just letting you know that. So, Quad. Y'all know how I feel about Quad. Y'all know how I feel about last season with Quad too, right? I don't have a lot of empathy for Quad and the way that the ladies treated her last season. And you guys know why I don't have the empathy. It's because of the stuff. Because the same thing that happened with Quad last season is the same thing that happened with Mariah. So the chickens came home to roost when it came to Quad. You guys did this to Mariah. It came full circle and it happened to you. Just like I feel at any point it could happen to Toya. It could happen to Toya too, right? But the chickens came home to roost, so I don't have a lot of empathy for Quad. Now Quad and her theatrics, because she's talking about the girls tried to bury her, and then when that didn't work, she bled out. I was like, girl, what? This is why I don't see it for Quad. It's the theatrics for Quad, and it's them voices with Quad that gets on my nerves. So then Dr. Simone tried to have a conversation with Quad, and it kind of didn't go anywhere. So then Toya and Quad started having a little back and forth because Toya is saying to Quad that you don't defend anybody at this table, which that's not true because she definitely defends heavily, and Contessa even, Contessa chimed in and said, yeah, when you guys remember season 9, the first episode when they had that intervention for Heavenly about that YouTube channel, right? Dr. Jackie and Quad were the main two saying this ain't right. We shouldn't be doing this to her, right? So Toya's like, but anybody besides Heavenly. I was like, well, that's not what you said, Toya. You said anybody at this table, and she said she has defended people at this table, right? So then Letitia brought up the fact that Quad mimicked her, and Quad was like, I did mimic you. Baby, I remember that. I actually remember that because I saw it. I didn't see that live, but I did see it on one of the blogs, one of the Bravo blogs. I do remember seeing that, and baby, when I tell y'all, I couldn't do nothing but laugh at it because she got that girl down to a T, literally. Because, that is how that girl talk. And y'all know I'm just as country. We both from Texas, right? We both from Texas. And we both just as country. But her country is a little country. Her country is just a little bit more countryer than my country, I feel. And the crazy part is she's from Killeen. And Killeen, it's country. Girl, your country is a little bit countryer than my country. I'm just going to say that. That's not like I said. Your country is a little bit countryer than me. Neither here nor there. So Quad apologized to her. Now she had a little bit of an attitude with her when she apologized, but she said, "What is all of this?" And she said, "It's not you." So Letitia accepted her apology, and Heaven was like, "That's interesting." And she's like, "Why do you say that?" And then Letitia says, "Well, I believe she has she has a good heart." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Okay. If you believe that, I mean, I ain't saying that Quad don't have a good heart, right? But I guess the thing with Quad is the difference with Quad and Heavenly's apology is, like I've said, when it comes to Heavenly can apologize, but she can also shade you in the apology. So that's not really an apology. But you guys will tell me how you think and feel in the comment section. So then somehow the conversation switches to Letitia and Contessa's friendship. If it's fake, if it's real. Heavenly says that Quan said it's a fake friendship. I believe that. I honestly do. So then Heavenly and Contessa going at each other. I was like, girl, what is going on here? So then Dr. Heavenly says to Contessa, you mad at Scott? I was like, why are you bringing up the husbands? And all hell broke loose from there. Now, Heavenly started it, right? Heavenly started it by saying, you mad at your husband. Contessa, you went low when you talking about she ain't got no friends. She got to buy her friends. Her only friend is her only daughter, who she had to buy that hair store for, that ain't doing shit. And then her kids hate her. I was like, damn. Why you got to go this low? Why you got to go this low, Contessa? Then she talks about her and Dr. Damon Daddy sleep in separate beds, and that Dr. Heavenly is out here worried about other babies with the last name Kimes. I was like, Contessa, did we have to go this low? Did we have to go this low? Because I don't feel like we did. But you did. And I don't know why. Girl, you went low. Like super low. Real low. Why? I mean, okay, girl. I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. So, while they arguing, Dr. Heavenly's titties popped out. I said, I'd be damned. Then she shaded Toya in her interview talking about my titties just like Toya's house. They moving all the time. I said, why did Toya have to catch a stray? So they went to go sit down. The argument is continuing, and Dr. Heavenly said, your mama's stupid. Now, we all know that's Dr. Heavenly's go-to, and I feel like that's her go-to when she ain't got nothing else to say, is your mama. Like, and that set Dr. Contessa off. Dr. Contessa walked around and said, square up, ho! Square up, ho! I was like, security! Security! Dr. Heavenly was calling for security, and they had to get them both out of there. And that was the episode, you guys. If I left anything out, which I don't think I did, feel free to leave it down in the comment section and subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn on your post notifications, share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and don't talk about nobody's mama, because you're going to have to square up hoe like Dr. Heavenly didn't want to. But I'll see you guys in the next one. And have a great holiday, you guys. So this is, like I said, this is Christmas Eve that you guys are seeing this. So hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Let's see. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy tomorrow, Thursday starts the first day of Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. Yeah, you guys have a great holiday. And I will see you guys, if Love After Lockup is on Friday, I will see you guys Friday for Love After Lockup. And then after that, I won't see you guys for another week or so. Unless there's some hot topic stuff that come up, then I'll see you guys for that stuff. Bye, guys.